Okay, so let's start this session. So welcome everyone to our second session of Tirthankar Charitra, or the life stories of 24 Tirthankar Parmatma. So let's start with the Naukar mantra. Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Sava Pava Parasano, Manglarancha Savvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. So let's start with our second class of Tirthankar Charitra. So in the last class, we saw the first three bhavs of Bhagwan Rishabdev, and we also saw some of the concepts of the card chakra. So we saw that the time has no beginning or no end, and this time is divided into equal time periods, and we called this time period as card chakras. So each card chakra we saw is 20 Kodakuri Sagaropam, and each of this card chakra is further divided into two equal halves, and each half is known as Utsarpini and Avsarpini, and each of this Utsarpini and Avsarpini is 10 Kodakuri Sagaropams. And we saw that each of these card chakras, each of these Utsarpini and Avsarpini is further divided into 6 aras. And these 6 aras are of unequal time periods. And currently we are in the fifth ara of Avsarpini. So Avsarpini, the fifth ara is 21,000 years, and 2,600 years has passed in this fifth ara, and another 18,300 years are still left in the fifth ara. So in the fifth ara, with the end of fifth ara, our Jain dharma, our Shraman dharma will come to an end, and it will be eliminated or destroyed, and the sixth ara of Dukkham will begin. And the sixth ara is also another 21,000 years. And after the end of sixth ara, it will be the end of Avsarpini, and the other half of the card chakra, that is Utsarpini, will begin, and it will again begin with the sixth ara. So sixth ara will be repeating twice. It will be 21,000 years plus another 21,000 years. So we saw in the last class that each of these Utsarpini and Avsarpini has 63 Mahapurush, also known as Shalaka Purush, that are born in each of Utsarpini and each Avsarpini. And our Shastra, that is called Trishashti Shalaka Purush Charitra, describes the life stories of all these 63 Mahapurush. And this Shastra is written by Kalikal Sarvagnya Hemchandracharya in the 12th century. This Shastra, Trisashti Salaka Purush Charitra, is a poetic Shastra. It is a Kavya, and it is considered as one of the greatest creations of Kalikal Sarvagnya Hemchandracharya. So we saw in our last class that these 63 Mahapurush are 24 are Tirthankars, there are 12 Chakravartis, 9 Vasudevs, 9 Prativasudevs, and 9 Bardevs. And we were seeing the life story of the 24 Tirthankars, and we are seeing the life story of the first Tirthankar Paramatma, that is Rishabdev. So in this class, I would like to talk about the Jain geography, or what we call as a structure of our universe. So the structure of the Chaud Rajlok, the 14 Rajlok is basically called our universe, is described in a great details in various agams and various upangs. So there is an agam called Surya Pragnapti, Chandra Pragnapti, and Jambudweep Pragnapti. So Surya Pragnapti and Chandra Pragnapti, they give all the calculations, the astronomical calculations as well as astrological calculations, with sun and moon as a reference, and they calculate the relative motions and positions of all the planets. The Jambudweep Pragnapti gives the geography of the Adidweep or the Jambudweep, and it also gives the life stories of Rishabdev Bhagwan and Bharat Chakravarti. There are various other sastras that describes the structure of the Jain universe. These are Triloksar, Loksar, Trilok Pragnapti, Tatvat Sutra, Kshetra Samaj, Bruhat Sangrani. There are lots of sastras. I have named only few. So these are some of the agams, upangs, and sastras that are currently available in our Jain Sastra that describes the Jain geography. So in this class, let's see the structure of the Chaud Rajlok. And in this class, we'll talk about the structure of the Urdhva. So the Chaud Rajlok is divided into three sections. Okay. So the topmost, so Chaud Rajlok has three sections. The topmost section is called Urdhva. The Urdhva is where there is Siddhasila and all the Devloks. Then the central part is the Madhyalok. The Madhyalok is where we live. It's where all the Tiryanch Jews and all the Manusha Jews, they live. The Madhyalok is very important because all the 63 Salaka Purush, they are all born in the Madhyalok. And then the last part is Adholok. Adholok is where there is the all the 7 Naraks. So the height of the whole universe or the whole Loka caste is 14 Rajus. The height of Urdhvalok is 7 Rajus. The height of Adholok is also 7 Rajus. And height of Madhyalok is 1800 yojans. It's 900 yojans above the surface and 900 yojans below the surface. And the name of the surface in the Shastra, it's called Swayam Bhutal Bhumi. So the whole from the top to bottom, the complete height is Chaud Rajju. We will see what is one Rajju. So in the central of this Chaud Rajlok, there is a Nadi. It is known as Thrust Nadi. This Thrust Nadi runs from the top of the Chaud Rajlok to the bottom of the Chaud Rajlok. And the width of this Thrust Nadi is 1 Rajju. So what is Thrust Nadi? Thrust Nadi is where all the thrust jeeves can exist. So outside the thrust Nadi, the thrust jeev cannot exist. So thrust jeeves are all the mobile jeeves, the jeeves who can make motion according to their own will. So all the Beindriya, Tendriya, Chaurindriya, and Panchindriya jeeves are known as thrust jeeves. So all these jeeves can only exist in the thrust Nadi. They cannot exist outside the thrust Nadi. So outside the thrust Nadi, it's all Sthavar, Ekindriya jeeves and the jeeves of Nigod. So this is a basic structure of our Chaud Rajlok. So here is a picture of the Chaud Rajlok given in our Agam known as Surya Pragnapti. So the picture of the shape of the Chaud Rajlok is like a man. It's standing with the legs stretched with the hands on the waist. And this is known as Lok Purush in our Shastra. So the forehead of this man is where there is Siddhasila, where there is all the Jew who are going to moksha. It represents the forehead of the man. Then the head, the neck, and the chest of the man, it represents all the Devloks, that is Urdhvalok. The legs of the man, they represent all the 7 Narkavash. And the central part is the Madhyalok. The Madhyalok is the smallest part and it is shape of a disc. So Madhyalok is very, very important for us because this is the place from where you can go to moksha. So you can only go to moksha from Madhyalok. You cannot go to moksha from Devlok and you cannot go to moksha from Narak. You have to be born in the Madhyalok in order to go to moksha. So all the 63 Salaka Purush, they are all born in this Madhyalok. So let's see some of the units of measurement given in our Jain Shastras. So one dhanush is a distance of 4 feet. Now in some Shastras, it says 5 feet or 6 feet, but for our consideration, let's say it is 4 feet. 4 feet. So 2000 dhanush is 1 kosh and 4 kosh is 1 yojan. So 1 yojan roughly comes to around 9 miles or around 12 or 13 kilometers. So that is 1 yojan. And this 1 yojan distance is very, very important to remember because in our Shastra, you will come across this 1 yojan distance at lots of places.
Yes, you should watch this. This is real. Now, that is, we don't know, but this is something unimaginable, but really it has happened.
So, can you mute? Okay, thank you. So 1 yojan is very, very important distance. So for example, our Samavsaran, where the Bhagwan gives Deshna, the diameter of the Samavsaran is 1 yojan for Bhagwan Mahavir. So this 1 yojan distance you will come across at several places in the Shastra, and you have to remember it's close to 9 miles. So what is 1 Rajju distance? So 1 Rajju distance in Shastra, there are a couple of definitions. And the first definition is a Dev, if a Dev flies for a period of 6 months at a speed of 20 lakhs 57,152 yojans every samay. Now, one samay is a very, very small time, and there are countless samays in 1 second. So, if a dev flies at such a high speed every samay, the distance he travels if he flies for 6 months is known as one raju. So, for our thinking, just consider as a countless miles or countless kilometers is one raju. There is another definition given in the Shastra. It says that if a Indra Devta he throws a thousand kg ball, iron ball, uh, with a full force. If this iron ball is falling, and the time it takes, for if it travels for 6 months, the distance it covers is one rajju. So these are the couple of definitions. For our sake, we can just say one rajju is a distance that is countless, or it is a very, very large distance. So in this class, I would like to talk about the Devlok. So in our Shastra, Jiv Vichar, I don't know if some of you have read or not, but Jiv Vichar, there are 535 classifications of Panchindriya Jivs. Okay, there are 14 classifications of Narak, 20 classifications of Tiryansh, 303 classifications of Manushya, and 198 classifications of Dev. So, so in this class, we are just going to talk about the 198 classifications of the Devs in the Devlok. So what are 198 types of Devs? So there are 38 types of Devs in the Urdhva. There are 36 types of Devs in the Madhyalok where we live, and there are 25 types of Dev in the Adho. So 38 plus 36 plus 25, there are 99 types of Devs. So in this class, we'll just talk about the Devs in the Urdhva. In the next class, we'll talk about the Devs in the Madhyalok and Adho. So in the Urdhva, there are 38 types of devs, and there are 12 Vaimanic devs, 3 types of Kilbishak devs, 9 Gravyak devs, 5 Anuttar devs, and 9 Lokantik devs. And we'll see in details who are these devs. So in the Urdhva we have got 38 types of devs, and these devs are also known as Vaimanic devs. Now total, there are 99 types of devs, and these devs can be both Paryapt and Aparyapt. Now we'll talk about what is Paryapti and Aparyapti in our next class. But to understand a small concept is when Dev takes Janma, for the first 48 minutes, for the first Antarmurat, they are all Aparyapt. That means they are making their body, their Indriya, their mind and everything. So there are 6 types of Paryaptis that Dev completes in 48 minutes. And after 48 minutes, they are known as Paryapt. So by default, all the devs, they are Paryapt. They do not die in the Aparyapt avastha. So like humans, like Manushya or Tiryansh, we can die in the Aparyapt avastha, but Devlok ka Dev, they do not die in the Aparyapt avastha, because the minimum Ayushya of Dev is 10,000 years. So all the Dev for the first 48 minutes when they are born, they are Aparyapt, and after Antarmurat, they become Paryapt. So there are 99 types of Devs, and 99 types of multiply by 2, there are total 198 types of Devs. So in this class, we'll just talk about the devs that are in the Urdhva Lok. Those are known as Vaimanic devs. So Vaimanic devs, they are further classified into 2 types. There are 24 types of devs. They are known as Kalpopanna devs, and 14 types of devs. They are known as Kalpatit devs. So let's see what are Kalpopanna devs and what are Kalpatit devs. So let's see the Urdhva Lok. The Urdhvalok consists of 4 things. The top of the Urdhvalok is Siddhasila, and just below the Siddhasila are the 5 Devloks known as Anuttar Viman. And below the 5 Anuttar Viman, there are 9 Gravyaks, Devloks, and below the 9 Gravyak Devloks, there are 12 Vaimanic Devloks. So these are the 4 things that are in the Urdhvalok. So top is Siddhasila, below Siddhasila is 5 Anuttar Viman, below 5 Anuttar Viman is 9 Gravyaks, and below 9 Gravyaks is 12 Vaimanic Devloks. So first let's see the Siddhasila. So Siddhasila is in the shape of a disc. So and the diameter of the Siddhasila is 45 lakh yojans. So diameter of the Siddhasila is 45 lakh yojans, and the thickness of the Siddhasila at the central part is 8 yojans. And this thickness, it keeps on decreasing and it becomes extremely thin, less than an angul at the periphery. Now this Siddhasila is 12 yojans above the Sarva Siddha Viman, that are the Panch Anuttar Viman. So Siddhasila is located 12 yojans above the Sarva Siddha Viman. Now above the Siddhasila, there are three layers of air that are known as Vat Valay. So the first layer of air is extremely thick. It is 4000 Dhanusya. The second layer of air is 2000 Dhanusya. And the third layer of air is 1575 Dhanusya thick. And the density of air goes on decreasing with the each Vat Valay. So maximum height of the Siddha Parmeshti, it is also known as Avghana in the Shastra, it is 525 Dhanush. And the minimum height of the Siddha Paramatma is 3.5 feet or 3.5 hands. So whenever an Atma goes to moksha, they are in the topmost valai of the Siddhasila or topmost air layer, that is 1575 Dhanusha thick. So they reside on the topmost air valai or the Vat valai, touching the Agra Bhag or the topmost Bhag of the Lokakas. So that's where all the Siddha Parmeshti are located. So below the Siddhasila, there are Panch Anuttar Viman, five Anuttar Vimans. These are Vijay, Vijayant, Jayant, Aparajit, and Sarva Siddha Viman. Now these five Vimans, they are independent Vimans, and only Bhavya Jeev can go to this Viman, and that too only Jeevs who have achieved Samyak Darshan, that is the fourth Gunasthanak, can go to this Viman. So all the Atma who are going to this Viman, they achieve moksha, the next bhav. So Bhagwan Rishabdev, just before becoming Tirthankar, he was in the Sarvasiddha Viman. So this is their second last bhav, and after this bhav, all the Atma in this Viman, they achieve moksha. So you have to be a Bhavya Jeev and a Samyak Drashti Jeev to go to this Viman. So currently from the fifth ara, we are unable to go to this Panch Anuttar Viman. We can only go to the Char Vaimanik Devloks. So below the Panch Anuttar Viman are the 9 Gravyak Devloks. Now these 9 Gravyak Devloks, both Bhavya and Abhavya Atma can go to this nine Gravyak Devloks. And these nine Gravyak Devloks are Sudarshan, Supratibad, Manoram, Sarvatobhadra, Suvishal, Sumanas, Sumanashya, Priyankar, and Nandikar. So these are the names of 9 Gravyak Devloks. So Gravyak in Sanskrit, it means neck. And that's why in the these 9 devloks, they are located on the neck of the Lok Purush, and that's why they are known as Gravyak. So the devs that are in this Panch Anuttar, 5 Anuttar Vimans, and 9 Gravyak devloks are known as Kalpatit devs. So what are Kalpatit devs and what are Kalpopanna devs? So Kalpatit devs, it means independent devtas. It means that this devta, they do not have any relationship or contact with the another devta or another subordinates in that viman. They are all independent, and they have got their own independent dwellings. So here in Panch Anuttar and 9 Gravyaks, they do not have family structure. They do not have social structure. They do not have political system or Rajya Vyavastha. They are all independent, and they are Indra of themselves, and that's why they are known as Aham Indra. So in Shastra, when we are looking at the Charitra, you will come across this term known as Aham Indra. Aham Indra means they are Indra of themselves, and these 14 types of devtas are known as Kalpatit devtas. And now all the other devtas, that is devtas or 12 Vaimanik devloks, the devtas of Bhuvanpati, devtas of Vyantar, Jyotish devtas, and all the other devtas are known as Kalpopanna devtas. So Kalpopanna devtas are the devtas where they have a structure like us. They have a king that is known as Indra. They have got assembly. They have got ministers. Those are known as shamanic devtas. And then they have got Atma Rakshak devtas. They have got devtas that take care of the cities, lokpals, and various others. So they have got the political structure, they have got Rajya Vyavastha, they have got family structure, and they have got social structure. So all those devtas are known as Kalpopanna devtas. So the Panch Anuttar and 9 Graviks, they are all Kalpatit devtas, they are independent devtas. And below that, that are all the devtas are Kalpopanna devtas. So Kalpopanna devtas are 24 types. There are 12 types of devtas of the Vaimanik Devlok, 9 types of devtas known as Lokantik devtas, and 3 types of devtas known as Kilbishak devtas. Now we will see what are these 24 types of devs. So just below the 9 Gravyak, there are 12 Vaimanik Devloks. These 12 Vaimanik Devloks are Sudharma, Ishan, Sanat Kumar, Mahendra, Brahmalok, Lantak, Mahasukra, Sahasrar, Anat, Pranat, Aran, and Achutya. So these are the names of 12 Vaimanik Devloks. Now from this Bharat Kshetra, from this fifth ara, we can only go to the first 4 Devloks. That means we can only go up till the Mahendra Devlok. We cannot go beyond the fourth Devlok.
Why can we go to the fifth one?
Let's do the question answers after. Okay, we'll come to the question answers after our session. Okay. So so in the Urdhva, let's understand the structure of the Urdhva. So if you look at the height of the Urdhva is 7 Rajjus. So in the first Rajju, you will see there is a Siddhasila and there is a Panch Anuttar and 9 Gravyak Devloks in the first one Raj height. Now in the second Raj height, you have got four Vaimanik Devloks, that is 9, 10, 11, and 12. In the third Rajju height, you have got 3 Devloks, that is 6, 7, and 8. Now in the fourth Rajju, you have got a dwellings for Kilbishak Devtas, and then you have got the fifth Vaimanik Devloks, and then you have also got a dwellings for 9 Lokantik Devtas. Now we will come across what are Kilbishak Devtas, what are Lokantik Devtas shortly. In the fifth Rajju, there are 2 Devloks, 3 and 4. And the sixth Rajju, there are again 2 Devloks, Devlok 1 and Devlok 2. And there is also a dwelling for Kilbishak Devtas. And just below the first and second Vaimanik Devlos, there is another dwelling for Kilbishak Devtas. So in total, there are 3 places or 3 dwellings where the Kilbishak Devtas live. And there is 1 dwellings for 9 Lokantik Devtas. Okay, so let's see what are Lokantik Devtas and what are Kilbishak Devtas. So there are 9 types of Lokantik Devtas. These are Saraswat, Aditya, Vahit, Arun, Gardnoya, Trushit, Avyabad, Marut, and Arishta. So Lokantik Devtas, they are Param Bhakt of Tirthankar Parmatma. And they all the Jeeves who are Bhavya and Samyak Drashti can only become Lokantik Devta. So for Lokantik Devta, like Panch Anuttar Viman, this is their last bhav. And the next bhav, all the Lokantik Devta, they go to Moksha. So that's why they are known as Lokantik. जिसका लोक का अंत आने वाला हो उसको लोकांतिक कहते हैं. So these are the Lokantik Devtas, and you need to be a Samyak Drashti Jeev to go to the Lokantik Devtas. Now these Lokantik Devtas, they are Param Bhakt and they love the Tirthankar Paramatma. So that means they help the Tirthankar Paramatma with the Varshidan. When Bhagwan is doing Varshidan, before taking Diksha, these Lokantik Devtas and come to help the Bhagwan. They come during all the 5 Kalyanaks of Tirthankar Paramatma, and they also come to request the Tirthankar Paramatma to take Diksha. So using their Avdignan, they see the time is right for Tirthankar Paramatma to take Diksha. So they come and request the Tirthankar Paramatma to take Diksha. So this is a karya of the Lokantik Devtas. Now, other types of devtas are Kilbishak devtas. Now, Kilbishak devtas, there are three places where they live. As we saw, there is a place below the 6th Devlok, there is a place above 1st and 2nd Devlok, and there's a place just above Madhyalok,
Yeah.
just below 1st and 2nd Devlok. So these are the 3 places where there are Kilbishak devtas. Now, Kilbishak devsha, they are servants. They do all the menial work. They help all the Vaimanic Devloks. So they do scavenging work, or they work as a servants for all the other devtas. So these are Kilbeshak devtas. So there are 9 types of Lokantik devtas and 3 types of Kilbeshak devtas. Okay, so this is some general information on the devtas of the Vaimanik and the Urdhvalok. Now let's see the height of the devtas. So devtas are relatively small height. The maximum height of all the devtas is 7 feet. So height of Bhuvanpati, Vyantar, Jyotish, and the first and second devlok is 7 feet, and this height goes on decreasing. The height of, say, 9 gravyaks is just 2 feet, and the height of the Panch Anuttar is just 1 feet. So height goes on decreasing as you go up in the towards the moksha. So let's see the ayushya of the devtas. The minimum ayushya of all devtas can be 10,000 years. So that means all the devtas are paryapt. They complete all the paryaptis. So for the Vaimanik devloks, the minimum ayushya is 1 palyopam, and the maximum ayushya is 33 sagaropams. So for the Panch Anuttar Viman, the maximum Ayushya, they have mostly have Ayushya of 33 Sagaropams. For the 9 Gravyaks, they have Ayushya of 27 Sagaropams, and this Ayushya goes on decreasing. And the Ayushya of the first Devlok is 2 Sagaropam. Again, this is a maximum Ayushya. The minimum Ayushya is 1 Palyopam. So they can acquire any Ayushya between 1 Palyopam and 33 Sagaropams. Okay, so this is the general information on the devtas. Just to revise or reiterate, the devtas are of 2 types. There is Kalpatit devtas and Kalpopanna devtas. The devtas that are independent in the Panch Anuttar and 9 Gravyaks are known as Kalpatit devtas, and all other devtas are known as Kalpopanna devtas. And we saw various types of devtas in the Vaimanik Devlok, and total there are 99 types of devtas, and 99 are paryapt, 99 are aparyapt, and total 198 types of devtas. So this is something I wanted to cover this session, so you can understand the Tirthankar Charitra in much better way.